To compute ICT innovation. So first of all, let's see the syllabus that I am going to discuss during this course module. Today I am going to make an introduction, then second lecture, idea, opportunity, invention and innovation. We have to discuss that how idea is generated, what are the opportunities and how opportunities continue to the innovative product or service. Especially we are focusing on the ICT innovation because you are studying the ICT, so you have to concentrate on ICT innovation. So what is innovation, invention, creation, creativity, ideas and opportunities? Once again, I am discuss type of ICT innovation, ICT innovation tools and techniques, innovation dimension and examples, process of innovation, and innovation diffusion theory, innovation process management, mid-semester exam. Then you have to have a group work, idea generation, discuss the case studies, and from here you will from the second lecture you will be given a certain assignment. That assignment will continue throughout this course module. First of idea generation, I will explain the assignment, and you will have to generate an idea to the given scenario, and we have to practice that towards that idea until the course module is finished. So here simply learning objectives are, after completing of this course module, you will be able to understand the concept of innovation, especially ICT innovation. Actually, we are focusing on the ICT innovation. That's why we are discussing only the ICT innovation and idea, opportunity and invention and innovation. These theories of the innovation dimension, innovation theories and process, you will have to have a good understanding of these ICT innovation theory and practices. And also we expect that you will understand the innovation management tool and techniques and idea generation and presentation in the class. That's why from the second class you will be given the assignment. So here is my information. Actually, you know, because I am working with you since last semester. And ICT innovation, actually, first of all, we have to discuss what is ICT innovation. Then after getting that idea, we have to understand the innovation dimension and innovation theories and process of innovation. Finally, generate the ICT innovation idea. That this will be a commercially viable product or service you will have to consider. This is the way you have to study in this class. These are the books. Actually, you can download these books from the LMS, Innovation and Enterprise. Innovation and Enterprise, there are 2 books, and ICT Innovation. This is actually, you can find a set of research papers written in 2017 related to the ICT innovation. Continuous assessment. Actually, you don't have the mid-semester exam, so I am going to give some continuous assessment. From this continuous assessment, you can get the 30 marks, and final exam you can get the 70 marks from the final exam. Learning outcomes also I discuss, explain the concept, innovation and invention management tools and techniques, explain the differences between the idea. You have to understand the differences and how innovation ideas convert to the product or services. So you may have a lot of ideas for a certain one scenario, but you have to analyze it whether you can implement it with the existing technology, and whether this one is a commercially viable, and whether this product accept a certain customer segment. Likewise, you have to analyze all these things uh, when you decide the idea or the innovative ideas for a product or service. And uh, these are the finally you will have to understand the intellectual property rights of the innovation and innovation of new idea and present. That is you have to practice it in the class. So I discussed this one later also, earlier also. From the Asian tools to the latest digital advances, human invention and technologies have shaped the civilians, transformed the life on the earth. You know that when you consider the 100 years before and the digital era, you can understand it very clearly. Actually, when we consider the world, normally we can easily identify three eras. One is the industrial era, and agricultural era, or the agricultural era, or the industrial era. Then we are now in the information era. So all the most of the decisions are based on the information, and based on the data and the information, most of the decision will be taken. So that is called the information era. Now we are in the information era. That's why the information and the data is very, very important in this era. Let's see this one. Compass, all map to travel. Actually, this is very, very important for the sailors to travel. But we can find the similar thing using the digital compass and the GPS location system. So that this is very, very important. Nowadays, you can find the same thing in a different way. Even in your mobile phone, you can find the digital compass. And also the Google Maps, you can get the real location. And if you want to go to the certain place, when you enter the place where you want to go, the Google Maps shows you the place as well as the time taken from the place you are in, as well as provide the voice messages by directing you to get the place accurately. This is how digital era actually converts to the old concepts. Next one is the automobiles. Also you can find this is the first automobile introduced in 1886 by the German inventor Carl Benz. But now you can find different this idea is same. Instead of the fuel, use the hybrid as well as electric cars. So the same thing is converted into the different ways. That is also the innovation. Hybrid motors, hybrid cars were first innovated by the Toyota motor company. Then after that, Nissan, Honda also introduced the alternate method, not the same method, the alternate methods. And electric cars also first introduced I remember the Sony. And then nowadays we can find fuel, battery as well as electric, having these three options in the one car. So that's how they develop the technology. And here is the video games. You can see you have already played these video games. This is also using the ICT. The virtual reality also use these video games. And steam engine, the earliest one, but nowadays you can find the highly sophisticated bullet trains having the speed of more than 400 kilometers per hour. So you can see these trains. And when you consider artificial intelligence, also we can find different uh, different robotics arms as well as human robots to the facial expression also same as the humans. Likewise, I will show you some videos. And when we consider the innovation in the past 2 decades, we can find these types of innovation. Treatment for the AIDS, actually, flash memory, stents. This is used for the heart surgery. Without opening the heart, we can the doctors can do the heart surgeries, and also the electronic telemachines. Nowadays, you can find the machine that can deposit the money. Also, CDM machines, barcodes and scanners, biofuels, and genetically modified plants, RFID applications, digital photography and videography. Nowadays, you can find this digital photography and videography can be done using your mobile phones also. That facility is given to the mobile phone. Earlier, the digital cameras can do this one, but nowadays, even in the mobile phones, you can get the photographs and easily upload to the YouTube or the Facebook. And also, if you want to get the video, you can easily get the video from the your mobile phone and upload it to the Facebook and share with the others. So how you can understand how technology developed, especially the ICT. When you consider these things, ICT, especially when I will go through this one. Here, these are the medical and the flash memory also related to the ICT, and this is also the stents medical fields. ATM is the machine is there, but inside that the ICT technology is used. When you enter the PIN number, verify that you are the your authentication checks, that also use the ICT. And then when you want to withdraw the money, it will go to your account that is in the database and see whether your balance is there. And if the balance is there to withdraw the money, then withdraw the money and write the rest of the balance in the same database. So you can see the ICT behind that. And barcode and the scanners also the same. Biofuels, that is in the engineering. So genetically modified plants, actually agriculture technology. And RFID and application is related to the ICT once again. And digital photography also ICT. And social networking via internet. I think no one can be found now without the Facebook account. That is, you can hardly find your friends not having the Facebook account. So then, how that social networking develops? Social media, and you can share your ideas with your friends, and you can comment on it, and you can like it. Everything you can done. So those are behind the ICT technology. Graphical user interfaces, GUIs, and scanners and turbines. Then solar energy, as also microfinance, also the finance field, and media media file compression also related to the ICT. And online shopping, e-commerce and auctions. This is the another way to sell your product or buy the product from the. No need to have the. This is called the virtual store. Using the virtual shop, you can order and you can pay for the goods you are going to order using your credit card. And as there is a sophisticated paying method, you can order the items anywhere in the world, and it will receive to you with a short period of time. So GPS is a one, the 10, 20 years, no, 10 years before, we can't find the Google Maps. The GPS has a separate company. Zenring is the one of the most famous company. And if you want to have a GPS in your car, you have to get the GPS device and fix into the car, and you have to use the software uh, given by them. So it will communicate with the satellites and give the correct way, direct you to the go to the correct place where you want to go. And LCDs, liquid crystal displays, as well as office software. I don't want to explain the office software, and fiber optics. Nowadays, fiber optics are very, very essential for transmitting the data, and uh, you can transmit the data in the gigabit speed. And microprocessor is the single integrated circuit that holds the central processing unit, CPU. Nowadays you can find the highly sophisticated, as well as in one processor you can find a large number of processors inside that one process, that i7, i5, i7, and like that. And MRI also, you can scan your body to diagnose the diseases. That is also very, very important for the medical field. DNA testing and sequencing, human genome mapping. And emails nowadays very, very important. With this pandemic situation, the postal system has completely now it is functioning, but earlier you see that you can't get the postal mail. So the email is very, very important to send the messages and the mails quickly to the others. And mobile phones, I don't want to explain how developed the mobile phones nowadays. Actually, when you consider the mobile phones 10 years before, you have to dial the numbers, but nowadays mobile phone also has a operating system, Android operating system or iOS. So you can easily using this touch panel, you can easily dial the number, and you can easily select the person to that you want to call, and more functions can be found with this introducing this operating system, laptop computers. And the most important innovation in this past few decades is the internet, broadband, and World Wide Web. When you consider this, I explained the 30 innovation. Within the 30 innovation, more than 20 innovations were related to the ICT, so that you have to understand the importance of the ICT. So when we carefully analyze all those innovations, we can find the requirement of unmet or unseen needs. When you get the each and every innovation, you can find it will introduce to satisfy a certain customer segments needs and wants. Consider the internet. I think almost all the people except the kids. Kids means below under age 2 or 3, but everyone wants the internet nowadays to connect to the globe. That is the one way of connecting the global is the internet. Everyone can get the news within a few minutes time. If a certain incident happen in the wherever in the world, you can get the news within a few minutes time. Likewise, when you analyze the product or services which I explained before, was introduced to satisfy a certain unmet or unseen needs and wants of the people. And for that, first of all, there is a requirement or the requirement, then to satisfy that requirement, you can have the different ideas, and that will be the opportunity uh, for the researchers to introduce a new product or service. To introduce a new product or service, definitely you will have to have an idea. Then they may have a set of ideas. From that set of ideas, select the most suitable one that may satisfy the customer's need and wants, and develop the commercially viable product and market that product or service. How do you get the requirement, unmet need or unsatisfied requirement? Normally, there may have some several methods. You can discuss, as well as you can get the market survey, market research, and get the idea. So most of the multinational company has the marketing research division to get the in time to time to get the customers' needs and wants. So the solution for requirement or the unmet or unseen need, one is the introduce a new product or service, and use this one individual ideas and collective research or collective ideas also we can use. And that's why by grouping, you can get the collective research or collective ideas for a unmet or unseen need. And sometimes you will have to modify the existing product or service, and innovation and creation of the product or service. By doing this one, introducing the new product, for that you have to innovation, you have to use the innovation or the creation, individual ideas also. Ultimately it will come to this one. So when you consider creativity and innovation, creativity is typically used to refer the acts of producing new idea. Creativity, act of producing new idea, used to refer the act of producing new idea, approaches or actions. Then what is the innovation? While innovation is the process of both generating and applying. Innovation is process of both generating the ideas and apply such ideas for the such creative ideas in some specific context. So then invention also, you have to have the understand the difference between invention and innovation. Actually, when you consider this innovation, it will have a commercial value for the product or service or the idea. But invention is the creative idea that may not going to be commercialized. If that want to convert it to the invention can be converted to the innovation by applying the commercial part, commercially viable component. 7 source of this innovation, that is unexpected things, unexpected success, unexpected failure, sometimes unexpected outside events. You can see this one, but one is unexpected. Even in the COVID-19 pandemic situation also, the unexpected thing, for that you can find you can understand different drugs, different vaccines were introduced, as well as the ICT specialist introduced several methods to find the COVID-19 affected patients, and different methods were introduced ICT field to mitigate this COVID-19 situation. And incongruity, that is between the reality and its actual, is the reality is as it is assumed to be or to be. Next one is innovation based on process needs. As you know, the necessity is the mother of innovation. So if a necessity comes from a certain customer segment or certain group of people, definitely to satisfy that necessity or the requirement, we can develop the product or service. If it is a ICT product, we can say the ICT innovation. And changes in the industry structure, market structure, sometimes the industry structure or market structure that catch everyone's awareness. This is one of the good thing is the market structure. Market structure is one of a good example is during this pandemic situation, no one could go to the supermarkets or the shops to buy their needs and wants. In such case, the online shopping carts uh, were very famous, and even consider that some of the children are living in the foreign country, Australia, New Zealand, or Canada, but the parents are here in Sri Lanka, but they are very old that they cannot go to the supermarkets. In such case, if we introduce the shopping cart, then that can access by the children's, then they can easily send the necessary items to their parents without very easily. For an example, I had this idea and I developed a certain universal shopping cart. In that shopping cart, the back end system, actually the shops and the supermarkets can register given the location also. For an example, Colombo also, where is that Battaramulla and any other places we can put, and the supermarket can register, and also other places, Kurunagala or any other Kuliyapiti or any other places, the available supermarkets can be registered. And also the customers are the wherever the local or foreign, they can front end is given to them, and they can find, they can, if they put the place where their parents live, they will be able to get all the supermarkets near to that places, so that they can select whether it is a Food City or Cargill's or any other supermarket, and order the items and they can the customers must provide the address that the goods must be delivered, and the for those items they can pay from the credit card after the transaction completes, and they can even mention in what day and what time that these goods must be delivered to that their parents or the homes. Then by putting that one, they can easily send the items to the relatives or the parents. The parents are very very convenient. They don't want to go to the supermarkets, and the requirements will be delivered to their doorstep. That is one of the idea during this pandemic situation. Change the actually industry structure as well as the market structure also change. Both parties can get the benefit, even the customers as well as the supermarkets. Supermarkets at this with this pandemic situation, no one go to supermarket, so that they can the customers can easily purchase the products and they want from that places using that supermarket online universal shopping cart. That is one example. Likewise, during your during these course modules, you also have to develop a ICT innovative idea, and throughout this course module you have to maintain that one, and finally you have to develop a product or service. So next one is the demographics, the population changes, and also changes in the perceptions, mood, and the meaning. Sometimes you can see the perceptions changes, and consider that nowadays you can find the gyms as well as beauty salons each and every city, not in one, sometimes the two three gyms as well as the uh, beauty salons. Why? Changing the perceptions and mood and the meaning. The new knowledge, both scientific and non-scientific knowledge, and develop the knowledge. And are, when you study the ICT, you are knowledgeable of that one, and you can introduce the sophisticated methods to do the task, or get the things very easily. These are the seven source of innovations. So where do the idea comes? Especially from your university research. That's why you are studying during this fourth year. We are going to train you gradually for that task. Even in your university research, university, you can discuss with the peers that also they are very knowledgeable, and you can get the ideas from your friends as you can, and also your experience and the background. When you work in the same job for 8 year, you will be a professional. So then you can think, uh, you know, you have an idea. Okay, you have ideas to ease your work. Some of the ideas are innovative, so that you can use that one, and your background also, and things you like to do and you are good at. So some of you, actually, when I was in a university, actually a PhD degree program, one of my colleague was a game developer. He always develop the games. So he things you like can to do and you are good at. So his final thesis also related to the game theory, a game based thesis. And after completing the degree, he directly found a job from a game development company. So because he was very competent in developing the games. And your current company always encourage you to do the innovations. I know there are some companies in Sri Lanka, and they always uh, encourage the employers to do the innovation that will help for the industry. One of my friend is working in one glove company in Sri Lanka. He is the uh, assistant director of innovation. So he tried to introduce some robotics technology for the process management. That company want to reduce the number of humans, people in the production line. So they are going to introduce the new robotic technology and visions to get to using the vision technology. They are going to vision technology is used to get the accurate products without their aim is to zero defects. So using the vision as well as other techniques, they want to reduce the defects. And another one is peers and friends. When you discuss with the peers, definitely you can get the novel ideas for it. And brainstorming sessions, actually we will discuss later. This is a technique to direct you to think to in a certain idea. You will normally the group of people will be given the training to think a certain product or service, and they, after having a training, they have to develop the innovative product or service. And business and research journals, normally internet you can search and get the ideas. So this is in this lecture I want to explain the basic things of the innovation, especially focusing to the ICT.